Do you like Harry Potter? Do you like Lord of the Rings? How about the Game of Thrones? Dungeons and Dragons, anybody? Then ladies and gentlemen, if you like all of those things, you are going to absolutely love the Book of Mormon. What's up, my fellow Catholics and everybody in between? Welcome to another episode of The Prayer Jar, where we discuss prayers, saints, the journey of our Catholic faith, and we pray together. Learn together, grow together, pray together. Got it. Okay. Now, once again, today is going to be another episode. We're doing an Outside the Jar episode today, and we're going to talk about Mormons. Okay? This is going to be fun. Let's go. So the reason for all of this is because it just so happens that I actually had a run-in with a couple of young Mormon missionaries the other day. And they were very sweet, and we talked about our love of Jesus and his love for us and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not here to bash them. They were very nice, and we had a nice conversation. So that's not what this is about. But it kind of got some clocks turning. They gave me the Book of Mormon. You know, and for educational purposes, I took it. Now, this book, it definitely sounds like a dude trying to mimic biblical language and just falling short. I mean, every time it says it came to pass, it's insane. I mean, every paragraph seems to start with it. You could turn the Book of Mormon into a drinking game, and every time it says the phrase, it came to pass, you take a drink, and you'll probably be passed out by page 5. So, anyway, I can see why people like it, though, because I myself enjoy fantasy, RPGs, video games, Dungeons and Dragons, world building, fantastical stories, and all. You know, all that's missing from this book is some elves and some dragons, and you've got, I mean, it's pretty compelling. It's, to say the least, it's, you know. Now, some Mormons may say that, in defense of it, there's a lot of defense, and again, I'm not an apologist, this is just cursory, I'm just saying it, but some Mormons may say that it's so incredible that an illiterate guy with a third-grade education wrote this masterpiece of literature, that there's no way they could have, that it could not have been inspired by God. Well, you know, there's a difference between being a good writer and being a good storyteller. And someone who does have a worthless English degree from a small liberal college that's gotten me absolutely nowhere in life to advance any kind of career, please, take it from me. I know better. It does read like a third grader could have written it. It's inauthentic and a wannabe for biblical cadence. And if so many different people did write the Book of Mormon, why are they all using the same verbiage and phrasing? It came to pass, it came to, I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's all this, because it comes from one source. God? Compared to the Bible? No, I don't think so. It seems like it was written by one guy desperately scribbling and waxing poetic nonsense. Anyway, that's what I've got. With that being said, here, listen. I'm thankful to these two missionaries that I met. I'm thankful to their faith in Jesus and their life's dedication to God. Okay? But be wary, because you're spreading false teaching. I'm sorry. It seems like there's two types of Mormons, the ones that are born into it, and the ones that are coerced into something exciting that will remedy their broken hearts, like most cults do. And to anyone dealing with this, stop and reconsider. I know it might feel good now, but there's only one true church, and that's the Catholic Church. The Church of Christ and his apostles. And only through the way, the truth, and the life will you find a remedy that forever heals your heart and your soul. That'll just about do it. Now, to anybody that is lost and has been presented, with this avenue, I pray for you. And we should all pray for them and pray for each other. And, to all Mormons, do your thing. It's great, fine. It's not true. I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I wasn't saying that everybody who is deep into it, come to the Catholic faith. To anybody considering it, stop. Consider the Catholic faith. Anybody who is lost and looking for an answer, we'll help you out. All right? So we pray for those who are seeking for the truth and answers, that are lost and don't have a lot of direction. We pray for you. We pray for the missionaries, the Mormons, and that some kind of revelation will take place and they will find the truth. To all that, we pray for you. We pray for each other. Okay? So that is another episode of Outside the Jar with the Prayer Jar. It was kind of interesting how that I just, I was at the park and these people walked in the park and they're like, "Hey, nice shoes." I was like, "Thanks." And I saw these name tags and I was like, "Oh, Latter-day Saints, okay." And I went to them and I initiated the conversation. I wasn't, pick your battles. I wasn't not there to argue or debate or anything like that. I just wanted to know their take on it and what they thought of things and what they thought of Catholics. And, I didn't know a lot about their side, and quite frankly, they didn't know a lot about ours. So sometimes it's good to talk to people and to learn about these kind of things and to take the book and look through it and find out for yourself. And because it's important. You know what I also read? I also read Mein Kampf, Hitler's Mein Kampf. Well, I shouldn't say I read the whole thing. I read half of it because the second half repeats itself and it's completely incoherent. It's absolute rubbish. But in order to reject evil, in order to reject things that are not true, we must first understand them. Okay, everybody. If you would like to submit a request into the virtual prayer jar, please do so in the comments, or an email will be in the description. And as always, live your lives through Him, and for others. Peace be with you, and God bless.